Hello, hello, hello. This is your neighborhood news with Ron, your next agent. We do this on Fridays. Try to do this every Friday. Sometimes we may have some technical difficulties like we had last week, but I try to be as consistent as I can and be here for you guys on Fridays. Okay, so let's get started. Do me a favor if you could, like this video, share this video with your family and friends, help my channel grow. I'm on all social media platforms, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Discord. If you don't see me on the platform, feel free to reach out to me. I would love for you to reach out to me and tell me, hey, I need you on this platform. Allow me to reach more and more people. But by sharing this video, it does help me grow. You don't know how much just a like or a comment kind of helps me know what direction I need to go when it comes to content. What I normally say is, who you know that is in the market to buy or sell real estate. I work for an amazing company, ERA American Real Estate. Gives me an opportunity to reach out to so many different people, meet so many different people. It also gives me an opportunity to be a resource. No matter what state, country that you're in, we are able to reach out to so many different places. So reach out to me. I would love to be that real estate resource for you. Okay. This is how you reach me. I'm Ron, your next agent. You can find me on every social media platform. You can also Google me, Ron Godwin, ERA American. Should pull you up to my Google business page. You can find all the information, my location, phone numbers, websites, everything that you need. Or you can scan that QR code right at the top end of your screen, and it will direct you directly to me. All right, so today, what are we talking about? Well, we've been talking about the BRRRR method, which is buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. Okay, so today we're going to talk about rehab, but we're going to talk a little bit more about the buying process and the rehab process. So with that being said, this one's going to be a little bit longer than we normally do. So hopefully I see you at the end. If not, I completely understand. I know you have lives. I know you need to be able to be in different places and do different things. All I ask is come back, check out what I wrote, what I put out, and see if the information will help you. Okay, so let us switch over. So I was actually looking at some properties myself before I started, but let's start off with the rehab process. So basically what you want to do is you want to look at some properties. You want to gauge some properties. You want to see what areas fit for you, what marketplace fits for you, where do you feel that you'll get the best rents, where would you feel that you would get the best opportunities for your investment business. For me, I was looking at some condos in my area, and I'll pull those up right now. That way you can see it. So not saying that for me this would be a solid investment. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a solid investment, but I was looking at some condos in my area. I was looking at their rents. I was looking at what's sold, what hasn't sold. Found about 4 properties, so I kind of gauged it apples to apples. What's the average square footage? What's the average rent? The average list price per square footage, and what type of curb appeal does it have? Does it need a lot of work? Does it not need a lot of work? And try to gauge based on that. Then I looked at what's recently sold in that specific area. So this specific area in the last 6 months, not a lot has sold in that area. There is a lot on the market in that area, but not a lot has sold in that area. So I found about 2 properties that have sold within the last 6 months. And based on what's sold, based on what's listed, and based on, what made these sell? And if you're looking at different, as you can see down in this area, based on, how much work I would have to do, what does it look like currently if I wanted to get it up to speed compared to what is sold. And as you can see, there's better curb appeal, there's better fixtures, there's not a lot of work I need to do on the properties that have sold. So that in turn shows why it has sold. And then I went and looked at what's the typical rents for that area. So I had to go back, it wasn't really 6 months, it was mostly a whole year. I had to go back a whole year, try to figure out what's sold and what hasn't, what's renting and what hasn't rented. And if I was to purchase something on the high end that I did need to do a lot of work, I could get about $2,100 in rent. So now that you have that in now you want to look at the property and say, which one am I going to pick and how much work do I need to do? Where do I need to do my upgrades? Do I need to do it in the kitchen, the bathroom? Does the floor need to be redone? Does it need a paint job? Does the outside need to be done? Does the door need to be replaced? What is my overall goal for that specific rehab? Okay, so once that's happening, we move on to the rehab process. So here's what I'm going to do. First and foremost, what you want to do when you're looking at the rehab process is you want to find the right contractor. You want to find as many contractors in your area if you don't already have a contractor to use on a regular basis, and you want to get as many quotes as you can. So what I would suggest is talk to the listing agent if you're doing it through the MLS. If you're going directly to a seller, call the seller and say, hey, I need an hour window. I need an hour to walk the property with my contractor so I can see how much money I need to put into this, my time frames and when this is going to turn around, to see if this is a solid investment for me. So what that means is maybe you set 15-minute increments if you have 4 or 5 contractors that you're going to use. You say, hey, contractor, I have a property I'm interested in purchasing. Can you come and give me some quotes? When you have them come over and give you quotes, things you want to know is how much am I going to spend on materials? And if I need the kitchen done, how much is the full kitchen remodel going to be? If I need all the flooring done, how much is all the flooring going to cost me? If I need paint, how much paint per square feet am I going to need? What is it going to cost to remodel the bathroom? Great. How long will that take for you to finish? And ask each contractor, hey, can I get some references? Can I speak to past clients of yours that you've done work for similar to mine? So I can find out, if what you're telling me is legitimate. Is it going to take 4 months to complete the job? Is that what you told someone in the past? And did you actually accomplish that? Have you ever went over budget? Have you ever went under budget? Have you ever been on budget? Those are the things that you want to figure out. And once you get that information, because most contractors are going to allow you to do that, reach out to them and say, hey, for me, it'd be like, hey, my name is Ron Godwin. I am the owner of whatever my investment company is going to be. I just got a few questions. There's a contractor that I'm thinking about using. You used them in the past. Can you give me some information about them? What was the time frame it took them to complete the job? Did they complete the job as promised? Were there any hiccups that happened? Was there anything that you weren't happy with? Would you recommend me using them? Great. Thank you. I appreciate that. And what you want to do is go back to that contractor and you want to get an itemized list of material and labor costs. To jot down, okay, with this contractor, it's going to cost me $50,000 to completely do what I need. However, on this contractor, it's going to cost $35,000. Why? Compare apples to apples. Why is this one 50? Why is this 35? After you've done your research, you're saying, okay, well, the reason why this one's 35 is because this one's been in business for so long. This one knows the ins and outs. This one can get materials fairly cheap. This one can get the job done fairly quickly and reliable, or this one has been in the business for a long time. He knows that it's going to be some hiccups. There's an extra $15,000 in there for hiccup costs. So you may in turn help you weed out which contractor that you would like to use. All right, so once you get all that down and packed, now it's time to push that process. So now it's time to figure out, okay, which property do I want to purchase? And let's get that rehab started. So what I would suggest, if you guys are interested in learning that full process, if you're interested in starting to search for properties, looking for new avenues to find properties, there are so many different ways to find properties in your local market, in my local market. I just recently did a tax deed and tax certificate course, and that's even another avenue to find properties, find ways to invest in real estate. If you're interested in any of those topics on learning how to invest in real estate, feel free to reach out to me. My information is going to be at the bottom of the screen. Here is my email address. Here is my contact information. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, any of the major platforms. Like I said, if I'm not on that platform, let me know. It does help me. It helps me know where I need to be, where I can reach the most audiences. I'm also on TikTok as well. It's going to be Ron, Your Next Agent on TikTok, or The Day in the Life of Ron on TikTok. So reach out to me. Let me know that you like the content. Let me know that it helps you. So before I let you guys go, who do you know that is looking to buy or sell real estate this year? If it is you, then hi, I'm Ron, your next agent. All right. This is how you reach me. Scan that QR code there at the top end of your screen. You can call me on my phone. You can text me, whatever it may be. Email me, ronyournextagent@gmail.com, ronyournextagent.com. You can find me there. I would love to be that real estate resource for you. And this has been your neighborhood news with Ron, your next agent. I look forward to seeing you guys next Friday. If you have any questions, if you like a topic that you would like me to discuss, if you have any questions on real estate, no matter if it's in your area, in a different area, if you're looking to invest in a short-term rental, if you're looking to invest in an Airbnb, or if you're looking to sell your home, if you're looking to sell, it doesn't matter what area you're in the Panhandle. If you're looking to sell your home, I would love to be that real estate resource for you. I'm very knowledgeable in my area on what the market looks like, how it's going to affect you, the length of time in which properties sell and or don't sell. Next week, I'm going to take a little bit of break from this, and I'm going to try to incorporate the numbers like I normally do at the end of the month. I kind of missed last month doing the numbers, but I'll try to get it in this month. That way we can keep ahead on what's going on in my market. If you have a market you want to know about, if you have some questions about what your property would look like value-wise, price range, you need somebody to do a CMA, whatever it may be, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to be that resource for you. Without further ado, like I said, this has been your neighborhood news with Rod, your next agent. I look forward to seeing you guys next Friday. Like and share this video with your family and friends. Have a wonderful evening.